I was hoping to get through Friday and not have to work, obviously, until Friday Night SmackDown, where I will be joining you live after the show is over later tonight. I'm sitting here in the office, I'm doing my thing, getting myself ready for the workday, and I'm cutting up clips from the week's podcasts and uploading them to the second channel. And I'm on social media, and we get breaking news. Breaking news. Vince McMahon. What's going on in the world of Vince McMahon? Vince McMahon settles a $1.7 million settlement with the SEC over hush money agreements. Now, everybody is going around on social media talking about this right now, so I feel like I should get something out for you guys. Two things. Number one, Vince McMahon is not coming back to WWE. That is not going to happen. Don't worry about it. He's not coming back. Secondly, Vince McMahon, the way that he tweeted out today, everybody was thinking that he was talking about the Janel Grant lawsuit. He used very vague terminology, saying the case is closed. Vince McMahon is still very much being sued by Janel Grant and her team of lawyers. So he is not out of the woods yet. I think the common feeling amongst everybody talking about this is that he will escape and he will win and he will brush this one under the rug as well. But he's still very much being sued. Vince McMahon has settled charges filed by the Security and Exchange Commission in regards to his failure to disclose WWE's settlement agreements totaling $10.5 million with two different women. The announcement was made on Friday, this afternoon. The breakdown is a $400,000 civil penalty and reimburse the WWE with $1.33 million. This comes after the SEC said McMahon circumvented WWE's internal accounting, which caused material statements or misstatements from 2018 and 2021 financial statements. As a result, WWE overstated its 2018 net income by approximately 8% and 2021 net income by approximately 1.7%. McMahon agreed to the settlement without admitting or denying its findings. McMahon allegedly failed to disclose one $3 million payment paid to a former WWE employee and another $7.5 million agreement paid to a female independent contractor to prevent them from filing claims against him. Now, the Wall Street Journal previously reported that McMahon had paid in total of $12 million over 16 years to suppress allegations of sexual misconduct and infidelity. That's only what was reported. Who knows if there was more than that, and how long has it been going on? Nobody really knows. That's what's been reported. McMahon issued the following statement on social media today. He says, on X, the case is closed. Everybody was thinking that this was in regards to Janel Grant. It's a very vague and sly way to start a statement on social media. Like I said before, he is still very much being sued. Today ends nearly 3 years of investigation by different governmental agencies. There has been a great deal of speculation about what exactly the government was investigating and what the outcome would be. As today's resolution shows, much of that speculation was misguided and misleading. In the end, there was never anything more to this than minor accounting errors. Gee, man, I don't believe you. With regard to some personal payments that I made several years ago while I was CEO of WWE, I'm thrilled that I can now put all of this behind me. End quote. McMahon resigned from his roles, as you guys know, within TKO, including executive chairman and member of the TKO board of directors, following a lawsuit filed by Janel Grant against McMahon, WWE, and People Power John Laurinaitis, that included horrific allegations from the former WWE employee, which was rape and sex trafficking. McMahon has denied Janel Grant's allegations and continues to do so up until today. Now, Janel Grant and her team were obviously not silent in regards to what was stated today by Vince McMahon. They posted something today after Vince McMahon immediately went public. They said this, and I quote, "During his time leading WWE," says Ann Callis, attorney for Janel Grant, "Vince McMahon acted as if rules did not apply to him. And now we have confirmation that he repeatedly broke the law to cover up his horrifying behavior, including human trafficking. The SEC's charges prove that the NDA Vince McMahon coerced Ms. Grant into signing violates the law, and therefore her case must be heard in court. While prosecutors for the Southern District of New York continue their criminal investigation, we look forward to bringing forward new evidence in our civil case about the sexual exploitation Ms. Grant endured at WWE by Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis," end quote. You know, there was a report last week or a week and a half ago, whatever it was, that WWE, Vince McMahon, they were on their way to potentially settling this in arbitration and taking it from being public to private. Clearly, with that statement, Ann Callis and Janel Grant's team are not going private, and they're not going to settle for arbitration, as they seem to be, just by the wording here, going full in. They're going all in on the Vince McMahon lawsuit that still is pending over what had happened with her over the years she was employed by WWE. By the sounds of it, Vince McMahon he's one guy that I've always stated, you throw money at it, he hopes that whatever problem that he has disappears. And that's exactly what had happened here today. Just throw money at it, my name will be cleared, and everything will be okay. I could go away, and I could move on from this. So everybody is now under the impression that this is only step one. It is very difficult to think that he is going to face the ultimate punishment. He's not. I wish he would, but he's not going to face the ultimate punishment. Everything right now is lining up to be in Vince McMahon's favor. This happened literally last January, all this shit coming down on Vince McMahon. Now, only a year later, he's settling with the SEC for $1.33 million or $1.7 million, whatever it was. 1.33 plus the 400,000. Everybody has this feeling that he's just going to take this a step further and settle with Janel Grant. And I do firmly believe that he will. And then soon thereafter, his buddy is going to be sworn in as president of the United States. And his ex-wife, Linda McMahon, is going to be on Trump's cabinet. And she's going to be working directly with Donald Trump. I just have a feeling that he's going to get away with everything that had happened. And then the rumors will start, oh, he's going to be back in WWE. Now we have to fear for that happening. Vince is gone. They will never allow him back in the WWE because the news and what he did is his reputation is forever tarnished. He may be the greatest wrestling promoter in the history of pro wrestling, and there will never be another Vince McMahon. But everything that his professional career has given us, and whatever he built his name on professionally, they're not going to think that about him first and foremost. They will always cite this as the one thing they remember about Vince McMahon. He's going to get away with it. He's going to get away scot-free. He's going to hope to clear his name. I can't stand the fact that we're even talking about this. And once again, this man is throwing his money around. He's got more money than he knows what to do with. He's got more money than fucking God. He's throwing his money around to clear his name, just like every other fucking multi-billionaire who thinks that they got all the power because they got all the money and that they could break the fucking rules and break the law and do whatever the fuck they want. And then when they do, they are apologetic, even though they're not. They know what they're doing. The power that these people think that they have, and the money that they make from the power that they have. They feel like they can do anything. They feel like God. And in this case, he's throwing his money around. He will continue to throw his money around, and he will use whatever resources he has to get away with the wrongdoings that he has done. I'm glad that Vince could think he could throw his money around and escape all the wrongdoings that he's done. And then go on social media publicly and claim minor accounting errors, which is bullshit. It's not mining accounting errors. You knew exactly what money was coming in and what money was going out. And the one thing that remains is all the people that he's harmed along the way, all the people that he has, the lives that he's ruined, the mental anguish that these people now have to live with for the rest of their lives while he makes his money and throws his money around thinking he could get away with anything. Break the law whenever he wants and get away with it whenever he wants. I'm glad he thinks he can continue to do that even now. I hope that they take him for as much money as he possibly has. I hope, worst case scenario, that this man is found guilty on every fucking charge in regards to Janel Grant, and he spends the rest of his fucking life until the day he dies locked up behind bars. Because that's exactly what he deserves. Vince McMahon should be used as an example for all other multi-billionaire, power-hungry, greedy fucks that don't understand that the consequences need to be paid for your actions. I truly hope that. I hope that he rots his life away, the rest of his life away in fucking prison. I hope. But you know what? That's not going to be the case because this man is like a fucking cat. He's got 9 lives. I don't know how many lives that he's burned through already. I really don't. This man is like a cockroach. He is going to do what he wants and get away with it every single fucking time. But you know what? It brings me and everybody else great pleasure to know that the one thing that he loved most in his entire life is not his anymore. His son-in-law is running the WWE better than he has been or was. His son-in-law is running the WWE the way that it was intended to be run, by giving us the best product humanly possible for our enjoyment. Triple H is running the company to the best of his ability for the fans, not Vince McMahon, who ran the fucking company to do whatever he wanted to do to fulfill his dirty, fucking perverted fantasies, whatever the fuck they were, and use it as a vehicle to give himself the ultimate fucking power over everybody else in that entire workplace, thinking he could do whatever he wants. That is no longer the case. And the simple fact of the matter is that the one thing that this man wanted and loved most in his life, he doesn't have anymore. So we could all, as fans, rest easy knowing that this man will never find his way back to the one thing, the one true love in his entire life. I hope that at the end of all this, that Janel Grant and his team take him for as much money as humanly possible, and he's found guilty on every single account and spends the rest of his life behind bars. I'm not too confident in that anymore. This is just step 1. Step 2 is settling with Janel Grant and her team, arbitration, privately. She's going to get a big sum of money, and he's going to think that, I got away with it all. And even if he is found guilty, who's to say that his good old buddy, family friend, good old Trump is not going to end up pardoning him anyway? Because that's exactly what everybody is thinking, and I'm sure that's exactly what's going to happen. Fuck Vince McMahon. Thank you guys for today's video. If you enjoyed today's content, please hit that thumbs up down below and let me know what you think down below. Is Vince McMahon going to get away with it? Sound off in the comments. It's yours. I'll see you guys live tonight after Friday Night SmackDown. Until then, hit that thumbs up, leave me a comment, hit that subscribe button, and go check out all of the other content on the channel. There is plenty of it, including yesterday's video on Malachi Black, now Aleister Black, heading back to WWE after his time in AEW has come to an end. So go check that out, and please follow me on social media for all the latest updates. at JD from NY206 on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok for now until they close it on the 17th, and Cameo. Thank you guys very much, and I'll see you live tonight for Friday Night SmackDown. I'll see you guys later.